Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network and iHeartRadio. Welcome to Hunting for Answers, a true crime podcast. I'm your host, Hunter, and today we're discussing a case that has remained an unsettling mystery for over 2 decades. In 1998, a teenage girl seems to just vanish into thin air. No witnesses, no surveillance footage, and no signs of a struggle. She just disappeared and was never seen or heard from again. This is the story of Kimberly Nicole Arrington. By all accounts, Kimberly is described as a kind-hearted, responsible teenager. She loved children, music, dancing, and computers. She was close to her family, especially her parents, and wasn't known to take risks or disappear without telling someone. Which brings us to October 30th, 1998. Just one day before Halloween. It was a typical fall day in Montgomery, Alabama, and 16-year-old Kimberly, a bright and friendly high school sophomore, had just returned home from school. Her family remembers that nothing seemed strange. There was no indication that anything unusual was about to happen. At around 4 p.m., Kimberly told her mother she was headed to the nearby CVS pharmacy to grab some candy and a soda. The pharmacy was just a short walk away from her home, a route Kimberly was sure to have taken many times before. But this time, she never returned. And in the days, weeks, and years that followed, no one could answer the question that still haunts her family today. When Kimberly failed to return home that evening, her parents waited for a while to see if she would walk through the door. But as the minutes turned to hours, their concern grew into panic. By nightfall, Kimberly's family was out searching, calling her by name and asking neighbors if they had seen her. But no one had. With no witnesses and no leads, it was as if Kimberly vanished into thin air. The Montgomery Police Department was soon contacted, and an official investigation began. But from the very beginning, detectives were met with a troubling lack of evidence. There were no signs of any struggle. There were no indications that Kimberly had ran away. She had left all of her belongings behind, including her purse, ID, and extra clothes. There was no security footage, no phone records, and no eyewitness accounts. Investigators combed through every possible lead. They interviewed friends, family members, and acquaintances. The CVS pharmacy where she was headed had no record of her ever entering the store that day. If Kimberly had made it there, no one saw her. There were no reported sightings of suspicious activity in the area, no vehicles of interest, and no one coming forward with any new information. Rumors began to swirl. Had she been kidnapped? Lured away by someone she knew? Was she targeted by a stranger? Years passed, and still, the answers never came. Despite the lack of evidence, Kimberly's family never stopped searching, and they never stopped hoping. Her parents kept her case alive, sharing her story and urging anyone with information to come forward. Her mother passed away in 2005, unfortunately, without ever getting to find out what happened to her daughter or get any closure. But her father has continued the search. To this day, Kimberly Nicole Arrington's case remains open. Today, she would be 42 years old. At the time of her disappearance, Kimberly had black hair, brown eyes, a small surgical scar on the left side of her abdomen, and pierced ears. The day she disappeared, she was wearing a gray shirt with a collar, light blue Levi jeans, white Reebok sneakers with gray trim, and an emerald ring with 2 diamonds. Anyone with information about the disappearance of Kimberly should contact the Montgomery Police Department. Their contact information can be found in the description box below. As we close out this episode, don't forget to hit the follow button to stay updated on this case and others like it. Be sure to subscribe to Hunting for Answers on YouTube and follow us on Instagram and TikTok for more true crime content. And if you enjoyed this episode, leave us a 5-star rating. Thank you so much for joining us on another episode. Until next time. Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network. For more podcasts from the Black Effect Podcast Network, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.